it off to you, Ricky. Okay. Ate Beth, our guest. Yay!
Can you hear me, diba? Yeah. Because when I speak to my son, he never hears me.
Ooh, rock! Gusto ko yan.
So, anyway, I've been here since the first day. We had lunch in a restaurant with Gina Lahar, and we enjoyed the lunch, especially when the waiter said, behind Tirso Cruz III, paborito ko talagang artista itong si Christopher. And so, doon pa lang nagsimula na yung aming moment. But, okay, itong Frederick Charles na ito, when Mamita had gone, and when Noro Honor had gone, he must have felt it, for sure. And he was telling himself, it comes in threes. Tatlong singer na sunod-sunod yan, ako na yung pangatlo, sabi ni Ricky. Ang kinuha si Haji Alejandro. So when Ricky went to heaven, ang sabi niya kagad dun sa nagbukas ng gate para sa kanya, hindi ba singer ang tingin niyo sa akin? Bakit may nauna pa? Ang sabi ng nagbukas ng gate, Iho, pasalamat ka at hindi ka nila nakasabay kung hindi wala kang solo mic. And guess who gave him the solo mic? Si Mamita. And sabi ni Ricky kay Mamita, ang ginagawa mo dito? Sabi ni Mamita, inaantay kita. Because they really had a good relationship. I remember the time when Jackie Lou and Ricky asked Carlitos and me to be there in their house because they had to tell Mamita that they were together and that a baby was on the way. That's how close I got to be with Ricky. He called me Yanan, which was short, the inverse of Nanay. In turn, I called him naman Kana. May very generous Kana. Alam niya, aktivista ang yanan niya. Pag may rally ako, magpapadala sa akin ng text. Yanan, gusto mo ng ambag? And of course, I'd say yes. He was always there. He would put himself out for other people. As I don't know if you read my post on Facebook about that one Valentine's Day in 1992. A group of loveless women, including Helen Vela, Connie Reyes, ako, Susan Valdez, Chato Villanueva, parang kami. Wala kami mga boyfriend eh. Wala kaming relationship na mag-work. The only one na lalaki dun sa grupo, si Ricky, sumama sa amin. We were all talking about our love lives. Sabi namin, you know, it might be easier if we just turned lesbian. Because after all, we're independent women who can handle relationships and take the lead in a relationship. So, we might as well turn lesbian and tell you the anecdote about my turning lesbian and my husband goes out of the room. So, okay. So, sabi namin we're all just turn lesbian. And Ricky was there. And then one of us blurted out, yeah, but seriously, can we proceed? Tumahimik kami. Tumahimik yung grupo, walang makapagsalita. Ricky stood up. By the next day, he went out. He came back. May dala siyang roses para sa amin. Mga babaeng walang nagmamahal ng araw na yun. He bought us roses with his students' allowance. That's what he was like. My kana. Every time he and his dad would fight to be in my house. Nakatira siya sa multinational village, kami sa Kamias. Darating siya bigla at sasabihin niya sa nanay ko, Mama, wala akong pambayad sa taxi, pwede bang ikaw muna magbayad? Years later, he got big enough. He got big enough to play Tony Javier in the musical version of Larawan. And after the show, he was signing autographs. He saw my mother from a distance. Iniwan ni Ricky yung fans. Sabi niya sa mama ko, o ano mama, nagbunga na ba kababayan ko ng taxi pan sa akin? That was what it was like. You know, going through the past few days, the reviews of Ricky's movies, watching, checking out what award he got for this, what award he got for that. And then I saw the analysis of the people who had seen his movies. And that's when I realized the trophy is not the real award. To an actor, the trophy is actually his performance. Because it's what makes people remember him. The little details, mga statements like hindi ko makalimutan yung isa na tumingin siya kay Gardo Versosa na ganyan kasi may duda siya. Little things like that. That was the performance of Ricky. Na talagang natatandaan ng tao. Hindi yung kanyang mga awards na tinanggap. When Carlitos did a play, Dal's House Part 2, Ricky was in the audience. And then so was Peke Galiaga. Sabi ni Peke kay Ricky, Ricky Davao, you better watch out. This guy, Carlitos, is going to take away some of the roles that are going to you. Siya. Tapos lang, may ginawa siyang pelikula. Factors. After that scene, he called me up and said, Yanan, panuurin mo yung ginawa kong pelikula. Hindi magagawa ni Yatas yan. At yan ang gagawin ko career strategy para yung mga pelikula na pwede niyang kunin sa akin, hindi niya gagawin kasi alam kong madiriin ang asawa ko. Ako hindi. At yan ang gagawin ko. Ricky, I remember we were watching this first screening of the first screenplay I wrote, directed by Lino Broca. Ricky was with me. Sabi ni Ricky sa akin, someday ha, isulat mo rin ako ng pelikulang ganyan ha. Okay lang kung may role. Basta ikaw gumawa ha. Little did I know, that was going to be ang lalaki sa buhay ni Celia. First movie ni Carlitos, si Ricky was there, si Rana Jacob. And then he did Celia na. And then he did Lucena. Si Ricky. But then, I was there when he left, May 1. Iniisip ko, I was one of the first set of friends who was there when he had just bought the house. And he was very proud na nakapagpulgar na siya ng bahay. Isip ko, ano na ako ng bagong biling bahay, pero ang sakit pala ng ganito, to see him being wheeled out of the place for the last time. And then, kanina, as I was putting my thoughts together, I realized God in His mercy was So maybe witness him going out. Makes me feel na kaya kinuha ng si Ricky sa atin dahil nagawa niya na ang dapat yung gawin sa lupa. Look guys, bata pa si Ricky, he liked hanging out with old people like us. Kumbaga, he would imbibe what he could from the older generation. At yung mga natutunan niya, shinare niya sa mga mas bata sa kanya years later. Sometimes I know that grabe yung disiplinarya niya. Sobrang stricto sa mga anak niya. Pero, pagkatapos na sabihin kay si Ara na siya, batang kaya po, ganito, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Nagawa niya, ang role niya hindi lang as tatay, kung hindi as acting coach. Ken was telling me, sabi ni Ken, kita ang dami ko kung gusto sabihin sa papa. You know what, kids, as you are all overwhelmed by the things that you hear being said about your dad, he had similar dad issues. He was starting out as an actor. He felt his dad had more faith in Tito Bing than in him as an actor. So Bing muna ang pinipili pa rin. But he blossomed out on his own. And that is his same expectations of you na kaya niyong gawin dahil nagawa ng tatay ninyo. Your father's friends will commonly tell you how proud he was of all of his children. Kasi malalaman ba namin yung mga pangalan Ken, Ara, Ricky, Teddy, tutuusin, ano pakialam namin sa mga names na yun. Pero kinukwento niya in every little way. Pati his sisters, may agent ka, may color agent ka. Ano ka ba ng ganyan? He was like that. He didn't just care for himself. He cared for his family. And he could be very, very good at that and very, very annoying at that. May iisa lang ang wish na binigay ko sa kanya na hindi niya natupad, pero may reasons ang Diyos. So, kana, pati little wishes niya, binigay ng Diyos. Idol na idol niya si Eddie Garcia, and guess what? Yung exact earn ni Eddie Garcia, ganyan din. The picture was sent to me by Tito Ed's partner. Ang ulan ko. Hanggang pati yun binigay. Ibig sabihin, job well done ka. Job well done ka, ikaw na nung lumipat ka dun sa bahay mo at tinuturo mo sa kontraktor, dapat ganito, ganyan. Sabi ng kontraktor, hindi po pwede, hindi nyo alam yan. Ang sabi ng Ricky Davao, engineer ako. Graduate ako ng industrial engineering sa Mapua. Ang Bebeto Tessa nakating. Ang yabang na talaga. We love you, Pare. We love you very much. The only thing we hate about you now is you left much too early. Hindi ka nakaboto. Ilakad na.
Ganun ba?
I'll forever be your Rihanna. And lastly, when I first loved Ricky as my anak-anakan, I never thought that the day would come na kakanta sa kanyang way yung aking anak. So, umiikot ang mundo. Bye.